Hey guys, System here, and this is FTB Skies. I myself am having a wonderful day. Hope you guys all are as well. Let's go ahead and push forward and move on with the pack, right? So in between episodes, I did some things, so let's take a look-see and kind of push forward. Want to get a fair amount done today, so I'm kind of going to push through it as quickly as possible. Like in here, I have a whole bunch of machines. This could be for fissile fuel. We need to go ahead and set that up. I always forget if it's fissile or fissile. I'll have to look that up, but it's one of the two. We do need to go ahead and set that up, though. We're going to do that at a compact machine and quick and dirty. That's the plan there. This here was for living rock. I just needed a bunch of it. So basically what I have is just the 4 pure daisies here. Then I can just wand this right on the stone. Gets all converted, and then I just go ahead and vein mine it all. But I needed a good amount of that because I have a bunch of new blocks over here. These ones are called Elven Mana Fluxfields. And this is from the add-on mod, Botanic Editions. There's the normal Fluxfield that is usually in Botania that can produce power, but it's not very good, right? What's really good about these ones, you notice there, it says spark can be attached. So we have infinite mana now, meaning we can send our mana at max speed into these things and produce power. So we're going to be setting that up here in a second. Actually, you already have it all cabled up on the bottom. So I'm using the ultimate universal cables, and they're all set to extract just using the configurator there. And that should be able to move all the power around, no problem at all whatsoever. I want to show you this first, though. So the Elven altar, this is from the add-on as well. This thing here can have a spark put on it as well. Pretty much anything from that mod, the additions mod, if it's a block and is something that is usually in Botania, you can put a spark on it and automatically feed mana into it, which makes crafting way easier. Like if I want to make one of the energy runes, just like this, that, and that, look how fast that charges, like instantly, right? And then I can just throw that there. Oh, I need to turn this on. There you go. And it just makes it, right? So super easy. I can just do this again and throw that on again and make more. So super, super simple, super easy, super fast, and really cool. Like this add-on is really good for Botania. I've never really seen this one before. Also, this here is just a dispenser with a wand with a timer set to 40. So every 2 ticks, it actually fires. It automatically hits it with the wand, so I don't have to. So this made my life a lot easier. So let's go ahead and set this up, though. So the last part of it here is actually to, I guess, put the sparks on. Also, I should turn off my shaders here for a second so you can actually see the spark on there. And I want to be able to see these ones as well. So basically what we should be able to do is just start adding sparks. It's going to start filling them all up with mana, right? Then we'll have to pull the, I guess, the power out of them, out of the bottom, and see how much we're actually producing. But I think that's going to produce quite a large amount of power. I made 40 of these, so that's why I needed so much living rock. I needed 360 plus 40 of those energy runes, right? Let's go ahead and see if I actually got everything sparked up here. Then we turn the shaders back on and see how this goes, right? Here we go. Why is it setting mana over here? Oh, it's draining. Oh, they were draining mana from here. Oh, I may need to throw some dominant sparks on there because there'll be mana flying there non-stop. I'll sort that out later. Actually, do I have any dominants right now? Let's go to here because I need to get that sorted. Go here, go to dominant. Oh, I actually have 2 dominants, right? So I should be able to break you and break you and put 1 there and 1 there. Then hopefully it doesn't pull the mana from these as well. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's going to cycle from here anyway. But yeah, that way it shouldn't... oh, that's going to make it always pull the mana first. No, that's fine. As long as these can't pull the mana. Yeah, I'm right. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn our shaders back on. Go into here. Grab ourselves... I guess we'd want a plug for this one, right? So grab ourselves a plug. There you go. Head downstairs. Get this wired up. Like I said, the cabling is all done. I don't have to do anything. Should just have to go ahead and turn on the power now and see how much power we're getting. I don't think that's going to stay that high. Is that really 800,000? Wait, no. I did a test with this. I thought it was 10,000 each. Maybe it's 20,000 each? No, that can't be right. That's so much power. Is that really 800,000? No. Maybe it's just draining the buffers? How big are the buffers? They're only 32K. Oh, there we go. This is what I thought I was going to get. There you go. Way better. 420, so it was draining the buffers. Now that they're drained, it's going at normal speed. We're getting about 420,000 RF tick, and that was with 40 of these things. So, crazy, right? And it's just going to do this non-stop. This will never turn off because we have an infinite mana. And I guess it won't be draining mana from here as well. So want to make sure. Oh, it did drain from here. Huh. How do I sort? I guess it doesn't matter too much. I mean, I can always turn it off, I guess, if I want to go ahead and use this portal again. But it took all the mana out of these pools, even with dominant sparks. So that is problematic, I guess. But at the same time, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Also, I got an angry bee statue. Must have been when I killed one of the bees there. Anyway, let's go ahead and put this back, I guess. And yeah, I guess this is our life now with the pools, right? Anyway, let's get this back on. But you can see either way, we're producing massive amounts of power now, right? This massive amounts without any work at all. All I had to do was, I think, 40 of these ones here, right? So a whole bunch of the dream rock. That's why I needed all the living rock there. I had to change 160 to that. Then 160 to living rock here. Then 40 of the runes. And then a tiny bit more, and you got insane power. So that's how easy it is. That's actually crazy looking, too. It's so nuts. Look at that. This is a field of awesome. So, yeah, our battery's probably getting filled up at a good pace now. So if we head down here now, we're probably already at 100 billion, to be honest. Yeah, we just hit 100 billion. That's going to go up nonstop now, too. Like, look how fast it goes up now. That's insane. It's inputting 490,000 a tick now. So almost 500,000 RF without doing anything. That is fantastic. And that can't break. Like, that setup can't break. Anyway, another thing I did here, too, I guess, was set these up, too. And I forgot to put the cobblestone back. Let's go ahead and grab a cobblestone here. Here you go. These are going to be stuff we need to actually do our fissile fuel setup. I'll explain why we have to do that here once I grab some cobblestone and can actually think clearly. Go ahead and grab you. Put you right here. So I should show you what's in them, too. Let's go ahead and break that. So I just have some chests set up here with some exporters on them, right? And I'm exporting uranium. We're going to be using this to make, I think it's called paste? Not paste. Yellow cake. There we go. Yellow cake uranium, because we need to process that into a gas. Then we need fluorite. This could be another component, I guess, of this as well. I forget which one this is used in. It's going to be used with sulfuric acid to make hydrofluoric acid. And this one here, the sulfur. This is the thermal sulfur. Have to run that through a crusher. Then we'll get sulfur dust. And this one will turn into sulfur dioxide. So that's kind of what these are all set up for. But we're going to be doing all that in a compact machine. So I just set up 3 ender chests on 3 different channels here. Which reminds me, I didn't actually make the other ender chests, did I? Let's go ahead and make those real quick. Then possibly we'll go ahead and head straight into the compact machine and start working on the fissile fuel, right? Wait, let's grab those. I think I used magenta dye too because I wasn't using any other dye, right? Let's go to dye here. Magenta. There you go. Don't think I've used this anywhere else. And that. There you go. They should be all linked up there. And what we need the actual fissile fuel for, so what I'm actually trying to get here, is you get this uranium hexafluoride. So this is the whole kind of chain here. There's like a whole bunch of stuff you got to craft, right? And go through the whole cycle. Like I said, I'm going to do it as quick and dirty as possible. But we'll get through that. But once we have that, we can actually use it to run it through a fission reactor, right? And we get ourselves nuclear waste. That nuclear waste can then be turned into plutonium. And it can also be turned into polonium. Now, we need both those components, right? Those different materials. Where we're going to need that is here. We need one for the plutonium pellets, right? So these pellets are going to be one thing we need. We need 5 of these. And then I think later on we need the antimatter as well down here. Yeah, we need antimatter as well. So we need to be able to produce this stuff, right? So we need to get through the process of producing the fissile fuel. And once we have that, we can move on to the rest, right? The actual, I guess, the reactor and all that jazz as well. We also need to do the other fuel too. The liquid DT fuel. This one produces massive power too. This is the fusion. So you have fission and you have fusion. This one is the fusion. And we may use this for power too, just for fun, because I haven't set up in a long time. And if we have to automate the liquid for this too, I think it's deuterium and tritium. Might as well use that as well. But for today, we just need enough of that fissile to make it through the quest line. So let's go ahead and get to that. So let's go ahead and head into the compact machine and get this all set up, right? So we just need to pick up all the machines here and probably go ahead and jump inside. May have a shrinking device over here. Have so much stuff on me right now, but we need to get it all sorted out. This is going to get really confusing really quick. It's part of the reason I'm going to set it up the way I'm going to, just so you guys can understand what's going on, right? But anyway, let's go ahead and pop you down. Go ahead and do that. Get rid of all our machines for now. Probably keep 1 sink on me because I know I need that right away. I didn't need these chests either. And then I'll probably put these down because I don't know which one's which, right? So let's go ahead and put one here, and one here. And that should be good, right? So there you go. So we're good to go. So what we're going for first, right? So we're trying to get the fissile fuel. But I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. So the first gas we want to get to is sulfur trioxide. That's going to take sulfur dioxide and oxygen, right? So to get oxygen, we need a electrolytic. So grab that. And this one is the chemical oxidizer, right? So let's grab a oxidizer. Where's the oxidizer? We've got one right there. There you go. All these machines are mostly upgraded as well, except for I have to do the tier upgrades on the enrichment and the crusher. So that is the thing. So that'll be the two there. So that'll be there. But we also need to do sulfur dust. And the sulfur dust, I believe, is going to be done in a crusher. So let's grab the crusher. Then the machine that's going to combine them is going to be a chemical infuser, right? So let's grab one of the infusers. I think we got 3 of those, right? So that's the thing. Anyway, first one we'll set up here is the electrolytic. So let's go ahead and grab that. Probably pop that like right here. Then we'll go ahead and grab ourselves a fluid pipe. Put that down. Basically just need to get water in this one and then give it power. Then this one's already taken care of, right? So it's probably the easiest one to get going. There you go. So it's already doing it. It does need power though. So let's go ahead and grab our router here. Pop that down. Grab one of our cards. Go ahead and link that up. Go ahead and do that. Probably need a point. So let's go ahead and do that. May have to move this router, but for right now, I know it'll be at least in range of this. But I can move this anywhere. It'll stay linked, right? So it doesn't matter. Either way, we're producing our oxygen and our hydrogen. We want to make sure this dumping button is turned on for the hydrogen. Just the hydrogen one, not the oxygen. That way it'll just always stay maxed out on oxygen. And you can see here that all the upgrades are in here as well, right? So we don't need to worry about that. The infuser is going to go in the middle, right? It's going to start automatically taking in the oxygen. And the other one is going to be this one here, the chemical oxidizer. This will be the one that makes the dioxide. The way we're going to do the dioxide is with a crusher. So let's do that. And we need to go ahead and crush down sulfur into the sulfur dust so this machine can process it, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and get this one upgraded. Want to probably configure the sides on that machine as well. So this one here, the sides, we'll just go ahead and clear it. So if you go to, not there, we want to go to sides here. Click this and just shift click it, clear all the sides. And we want an input on this side and probably an output on that side. And we'll do an auto eject. So that should be the configuration there. Then we want the one with the sulfur here. So there we go. We've got our thermal sulfur. Grab that jazz. Put it right here. Grab ourselves not a gas pipe, a item pipe. Do that. Go ahead and set the extract. Maybe go ahead and give it an upgrade as well. And that's going to just start making us a whole bunch of sulfur dust, right? This one here, we need to tell it which side you can take the items on. So again, we'll just set the input here. So that's getting the sulfur dust. We'll have to hook up the power here in a second. But it already has sulfur dioxide because it had a little buffer of power there. Should be able to send the gas out this side here, right? Output. We want the input on that one, I guess, turned off. We don't need that. Auto eject, I guess we want left on. And that should be the configuration. So let's go ahead and give it power here and see if we're actually getting our trioxide, right? There you go. Go ahead and do that. And this should be just going up. There you go. So it's getting all the, I guess, the sulfur crushed down. It gets turned into the actual dioxide. Dioxide ends up in here, as well as the oxygen, sulfur trioxide. So really easy, right? So really easy to understand. That's why I'm doing it like this. So the next one we probably grab is going to be another, I guess we'll have to move that trioxide. I think it's another infuser next. So let's grab a diffuser. So we put in an infuser here. Then we need to get this trioxide into one side of the machine, I believe. So let's go ahead and grab a gas pipe. Go ahead and do that. This is just from pipes, just works with mechanism, which is fantastic. We want to make sure we're on gas, and we want to set a output on this one here. Auto eject is on, and then we'll just have to set the extract here and go ahead and give that an upgrade. And that should have the sulfur trioxide. Now the other side of that, I believe, is what is the other side of that one? Here, what is it? I can't remember. That one's going to be with the water vapor. So what do we need here is a rotary condensator. So we need one of these here. And I guess that'll go straight into there too. So we just do an auto push that way. Then we'll probably just go ahead and grab ourselves a second sink, right? So let's go ahead and do a sink here. That way we don't have to do any jank piping at all. And sinks are cheap and infinite, right? And we will just pull the water in there. Go ahead and give that an upgrade. Set the sides on this one. Let's clear the gas side. Set the input from that side there. And then we need to click this button here. Because right now it's in condensation mode. We want it in decon mode, right? It's going to start producing water vapor. And then I guess we just need to do the output of that side with the gases, right? So go down to gases. Go to, let's actually clear that right there. Set an output right there. And the auto eject is on. And that should start working, maybe. Let's see here. What did I do wrong? I have something wrong here. Oh, it doesn't have power. Let's go ahead and give it power here and see if it's working. So we do that and that. And there you go. Pump that in there. It looks like it's producing everything, right? So the water vapor is being produced. It's a little struggling on power, but it doesn't matter too much. This machine will end up backed up, I think, at some point. If not, we'll have to maybe give this one a direct point, but it shouldn't matter too much. We'll see. We'll see as we go. But there you go. We already have our sulfuric acid. So this is sulfuric acid. Usually this is a pain with cabling. Gonna kind of get all set up. But look how clean that is. Not really clean, but how easy that is, right? It's just 4 machines, then 2 machines stacked, a couple sinks, and you're good to go, right? And we're feeding it with our feeder chest. So the next one we'll do here, I guess, is which one here would be the hexafluoride, right? So this one here, right? So it'd be the, oh no, we gotta do hydrofluoric acid first. I forgot about this one. Yeah, we gotta take the sulfuric acid, run that through a chemical dissolution chamber, mix it with fluorite, and then we get sulfuric acid, right? So let's go ahead and do that one. So chemical dissolution, that'd be this one right here. This one's a little different too. It has one more upgrade than all the rest. This one gets one called a gas upgrade. Increases the efficiency of gas using machinery, which is weird because most of these, I guess they're not using them. The rest of them are mixing gases. I think this is the only one that actually uses the gas now that I think of it. But we go ahead and send the sulfuric acid straight up into that one, I think. So what we'll do is go to the gas side, and we don't need that output. Let's turn that off. Have an output here. The eject is on, and that should already be going up there, right? Then we should be able to go ahead and grab our power card here. Do that. Go ahead and pop you into here. Just watch that power buffer too. Make sure it's keeping up, because we may need to kind of sort that out there. And then we need to go ahead and give this one fluorite, right? So what we'll do is go ahead and break this puppy. There you go. Go ahead and pop you here. Grab ourselves a item pipe. Set that to extract. Go ahead and give that a speed upgrade, because why not? Sweet. And there you go. We're getting our hydrofluoric acid. Now we need to do one more step of infusing here. So we need uranium hexafluoride. So that's going to be the hydrofluoric and the uranium oxide. So let's go ahead and set up our infuser first, right? So anytime you need to mix gases, you're using an infuser basically. But that should automatically take that, right? So they just automatically take that stuff, which is great. Then we need to do the uranium oxide on the other side. And that will be with this, that's not right. It's going to be done with an enrichment chamber. And I'm missing a machine. Which machine am I missing? Let's see here. So an enrichment, let's do the enrichment part first, I guess. Let's go ahead and do this. Then we'll figure out what machine I'm missing. I don't know why I had an extra crusher there. Go ahead and do that, that, and that. So that's set up there. And this one's going to want the uranium ingots, right? So let's go ahead and go to IBO. Doesn't really matter where this goes. We'll just do that. Go ahead and give ourselves a item pipe. Fantastic. Set that to extract. And I guess we need to set the sides of the machine as well. So do an input on that side. Make sure eject is on. And that should start getting that stuff, right? Should might as well throw a speed upgrade in there as well. This might not be close enough anymore, but we'll try this one here. See if it's close enough. Go. Okay, it is close enough. We don't have to worry about that. And it's producing the yellow cake, at which point we need to take that and run that through a chemical oxidizer. So I'm missing a oxidizer here. I can't remember what these ones take. Oxidize these puppies. So tell it to make that stuff. Then grab a tank. And I guess a chest. What am I missing here? Can't that take does it have to be a barrel? I thought that used to be able to take chest. Why would they in a newer version of Minecraft make it so you could you need that? Makes no sense. Anyway, let's grab our oxidizer here. There you go. And I think we just go ahead and pop that one there, right? Then we should be able to set the output out this side here. The eject is on. Then we need an input on this one on the item side. Go ahead and pull that out. That should be good. That's output. We want input. There you go. And eject shouldn't matter there. Then I guess we just need to send the gas into this machine, right? So it's producing that, right? I guess it needs power. We should probably give it power so we can see it actually work here. It's good. Power that one up. Go ahead and do that. See if that one's working. That is fantastic. I will have to go ahead and upgrade that one as well, which leads me to believe I have upgrades in this one, right? So if I went here, go to here and upgrade, or I guess remove the upgrades. There you go. Oh, I guess we have to pull out these ones first. There you go, got those ones. Then we'll want our mufflings as well, because these machines are super loud if you don't muffle them, unfortunately. And there was an issue with the muffling mod that we had early in this pack, and they had to remove it, unfortunately. Anyway, that's good there. And then I just set the gas to go out this side, right? Output? Oh, we don't want output here. Let's turn that one off, and the eject is on. And that should be working, right? So now we're getting uranium hexafluoride. All we have to do now is power that properly. So let's go ahead and power this one. Do that right there. And kind of watch it for a second and make sure nothing stops. Because this should produce non-stop as long as it has a place to put the hexafluoride, which will be our last machine too. This could be the one that actually makes the fissile field, right? So this one will just sit up here. This one will get powered independently too. This one is a power hog for sure. This thing actually under full load. We're nowhere near full load. You can min-max this and like get a whole bunch of throughput. But under full load, this is over 100,000. I think it's like 200,000 RF, or even more than that maybe. But it's crazy either way. I don't know if we need to configure anything on that one. I think all we need to do now is send the gases up. So we go gases, turn off this output here. We don't need that. Go to an output on that one. And there you go. We have fissile fuel. So that's awesome, right? That's it. That's it. That's the whole setup right there. And that's why I did it this way, so you kind of understand how to do it, right? So if you kind of break it down to the separate fluids, right? The sulfur trioxide, and then I guess the next one you do in the infuser would be the trioxide. There you go. And then break it down from there to the hexafluoride, and just have it kind of come together where you're doing the chemical infusing. It makes it a lot easier to understand, right? The other stuff doesn't matter. Like the oxygen doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. What matters is where you put your infusers, so you can actually connect everything to it and get it to the next one, right? Anyway, that's kind of why I did that. But now we have this, we are good to go. And all I should have to do now is grab this tank here and pop that on the front. And that should give us a buffer. And that's going to give us, I guess this ultimate tank is what, 8,000 buckets? Is that what that is? No, that can't be 8,000. I guess that's 50 buckets there. That's 8,000 buckets. Or is that 8 million buckets? Oh my goodness, this holds a lot, doesn't it? No, it's 8,000. I'm being crazy. Yeah, 8,000 buckets of the fissile fuel there. I think we only need a couple hundred, basically. So this is why I've only gone with a small little setup anyway. And at some point, we'll have to move this out of this machine, which we'll probably use an entangle porter. I don't know if we need to do that right now. We may go ahead and look at, that's something we do. But I have them so I can actually autocraft them now. So here I can just go ahead and grab entangle porter. The only thing I had to add to the, that we weren't already autocrafting were these teleportation cores. So nothing to autocraft these now. But these things can move power, gas, items, energy, all through the same block, right? So it would be the way we move the gases, right? So it has all the different side configs, and we just move anything we want. So really easy way to kind of get it out of the compact machine, because at one point, one of the machines where you process the fissile has to be done in daylight. I don't think it'll work in here, although it might. I don't know, but I don't see us having sky view with these blocks up here, right? So I think I'm going to have to go ahead and actually wrap this one up a little early today, because, well, I didn't realize it was Friday. I guess, yeah, I thought it was Thursday all day. Like, all day I thought it was Thursday. And I have to take my daughter to the park, and you do not disappoint a 10-year-old autistic girl with the park. You don't do that. Trust me, this is coming from someone who was once a 10-year-old autistic boy. So yeah, I have to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. So as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. We guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.